All right. Today, my Mediterranean barley stew. Just wonderful. It's vegetarian. It could be vegan. I don't quite understand what the deal is with the wine. If it's, when it's vegan, when it's not. So for those who are truly knowledgeable about what makes a wine vegan, you can pick the right one. But in any case, it's vegetarian, it's delicious, and it's all one dish in one pot, which you know I love. So I put a little olive oil here, 3 tablespoons I think, some sweet onions, and I'm going to put a little, I like the sizzle, I'm going to put a little garlic, and very quickly get it going. You're not going to be able to see the whole thing because even though it's easy to put together, it's going to take a while to cook because of the barley. You can use whole barley, which is the best, the most whole grain, intact form of the barley, with the most fiber. That takes a little longer. So you can use pearl barley, but just be careful that you use the barley that has at least 6, 7, 8 grams of fiber per 160 calories. You'll see it on the package. In any case, barley. So I am going to let this sizzle a little bit and put a cup of barley. I'm rushing it a little bit. You should take a little bit more time. But what I want to do here is coat the barley grain with that wonderful olive oil and the flavors of the garlic and the onion. Get it coated so that it will be pasty or mushy. It'll be just perfect when you cook it, when it's all cooked through. Then a nice little Chianti, any wine, red wine that, again, if vegan is very important to you, then make sure it's vegan. If not, I love a good Chianti, but it should be wine that you enjoy drinking, because otherwise there's no point. Not too fancy, but just not the cooking wine that you get at the supermarket, because that's full of sodium and gluck, and doesn't taste good. So listen to this sound. Okay, so a little wine, you get that going. Sun-dried tomatoes. I like to have them marinated in a little olive oil, but I drain them. I don't use the olive oil. I just like that they have had a little bit of olive oil on them. And let that just sizzle a little bit. And then I'm going to put some diced tomatoes. And again, while it's sizzling a little bit, again, I will emphasize, make sure and check your ingredient list. In a tomato sauce, there shouldn't be added sugar. There shouldn't be. There's no need for that. And there's certain ingredients that you expect in a tomato. Diced tomato is basically diced tomato, maybe salt. You don't have to have salt. If you don't, then you'll make it up by putting more salt here. If you do, then you make up for it by not putting salt in there. What else should there be in there? So this one is tomatoes, tomato juice, sea salt, and citric acid to keep it in the can. So very simple, very straightforward. I can't tell you how many times I see added sugar in a tomato sauce or simple diced tomatoes. Not necessary. Save that for your dessert. You'll see that in my put sugar in its place. Okay, so now I'm going to put the canned tomatoes and let that sizzle. And some carrots, baby carrots. I like about 2 cups of baby carrots. And again, that's going to cook a nice long while and fill your house with a wonderful homey, like a pot au feu. I have a turkey pot au feu on the website, and it's the equivalent of that, but in vegetarian, again, vegan. Fresh thyme and bay leaves or herbe de Provence, whichever you have, and little salt. And again, salt depending on whether your canned tomatoes already had salt in there, then you make up for you know, you don't use as much if they already have the salt. So I'm going to let this sizzle. And what I'm going to do later on, I'm not going to sit here. You're not going to sit here. I'm going to let this sizzle, and then toward the end, in about 35 minutes, I'm going to put the beans, canned beans, and I will rectify a little bit with water. Maybe it needs a little bit of water. I'll know. I will write all this down on the website for the recipe. But wow, it already, the kitchen smells wonderful. Enjoy.